What's up, everybody? This is Gamer CJE. Welcome back to Cities Skylines. And today I bought a new tile, and look at this. Look at this. It's so cool. So this is obviously supposed to be, you know, like I guess an old sea or whatever. And here's a big pier that's kind of dilapidated and a grounded ship. And so you could imagine that if we got all crazy with it, we could fill this entire, like it's a big bowl. It's just a big bowl. We could fill that whole big bowl up all the way to the rim somehow with water. We don't really have enough water to do that, I don't think, and I don't want to. But I just thought that was pretty stinking neat. We got this old asset here of a cargo ship next to a pier, all washed up from whenever the meteor hit, I guess, and washed or dried up all the water. But anyway, we're back here in Sweetwater in Deadwood County, and this is the tile that I bought right here, this square. And what I want to do is kind of build a new little town away from Sweetwater and just kind of build a little oasis town here around the oasis. So to start with, I'm going to grab probably a 4-lane road. In fact, probably this same road if I can figure out which one that was. 4-lane. That is the same one. Excellent. Okay, and we're gonna build, I'm gonna try to build like around this corner and then back up, because I don't want to do, I don't think I even could probably. No, I can't. And I don't want to do that anyways. And look at this other little asset that's in here next to this oasis. There's like this old rundown house with like a super cool old truck, 2 trucks. Oh, a truck and a super cool old car. You know, you just can't beat it. I love the old worn down things that you can just find here in Cities Skylines. It's amazing. I love it so much. And now I'm trying to decide exactly how I want to build around this oasis. So you can see here how I kind of did it next around this lake. And I'm not 100% sure if that's how I want to do this one. I'm thinking that I might meet this up with just a 2-lane. You know what would be really cool is if we make like a park right here and protect this this old building. So how about if we go straight out this way like that? That utilizes the terrain pretty well. I know this is going to be a little bit awkward right here, and in fact, no, I'm just going to leave it. I think anything that I did would just kind of make it worse. So this direction though, I'm going to curve around the lake pond thingy. Sort of like that. Let's back up a little bit and see how that looks. Not terrible. But I think one problem is that these roads do not fit the aesthetic that I want for this. This is going to be like a little new town. So I think we're going to have to go with dirt roads. Yeah, I like that significantly more. So, as is often true with small towns, it's going to be just some straight roads that kind of make up a grid, but not a very good grid. We now have our water. Let's put in some services here. So I'm going to put in a little medical clinic. We're going to stick with the cemetery here because I know that this size town would definitely not have a crematorium. It would just have a cemetery. So that's our healthcare. And now for the fire department, it would be a little fire department, not a big firehouse. And in most places like this, the fire department and police department are adjacent, just like that. And we're going to put in our schools right here as well. I wish I had some different assets for the schools because it'd be neat to have like a little high school and a little elementary school instead of having these huge buildings. Alternative, no, that's even bigger. How about a library? Good grief, the library is humongous. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to skip the library. Alrighty. Let's see if there's any other health type thing that we should have here. Community pool. If it doesn't disturb any of our other stuff, it wouldn't hurt to have a community pool. No, I think that works. I think that works well. So let's put in a gas station, growables. I'm pretty sure that I have a gas station in here somewhere. That is a gas station, but I think I have a better one. Shell gas station. Now let's make sure that it is zoned so it doesn't go away once it builds. And hopefully this is the right one. Excellent. All right, and we definitely want to have some type of restaurant. So let's see which would be most likely to be in a smaller town. Probably not McDonald's. I guess most likely none of these would be in a small town like I'm talking about here. So how about a medium-sized town? I bet just about every town has a Whataburger. So let's put in a Whataburger. And I'm not sure if I have a Dairy Queen, but pretty much every town has a Dairy Queen. Oh, bummer, I don't have a Dairy Queen. Alright, well, most towns have a McDonald's, and I think I have a McDonald's here somewhere. There. Okay. Alright. So we've got a gas station, a McDonald's, and a Whataburger. Let's try, see if we can elevate this at all. Because that looks super odd. But it looks like I can't because we'll have a floating sign. So that's about as good as we can do. I guess it's not the end of the world. Okay. So we have a very small amount of commercial. And now I want to try out some of my residential mods that I have here. I guess I should go ahead and just zone this whole thing as low density residential. But I'm gonna have to keep deleting these because I only want mine to grow. Pretty. Oh, look, a buffalo. That is awesome. There's a buffalo out here. Okay, well, the rest of these, I'm wondering if they're gonna all be exactly the same color or something, because if they are, I'm just gonna delete them. Oh, wow. They're all similar. Let's get rid of that one. And I have some ranch houses that would go well out here. Ranch house. Let's see what these look like. Oh, that's not a ranch house. Okay. Well, I definitely need to get rid of some of these because having those all the same just isn't going to look too good. Ranch house. Let's try putting in ranch house. And definitely do whatever I need to get rid of that. These tall buildings like this. Alright, well, I like that a lot better than I thought I was going to. Let's try zoning this whole area over here. All residential. Let's get all the houses built in this area. But I'm going to leave this part for more commercial right here. Because we are going to have to build a lot more commercial. And yeah, see how much of this we can get zoned up. But I do want to keep this area dezoned. Just like so. Okay. Now I think I might have... Okay, these are all oil stuff. Oil. furniture. I was hoping that I would have some more buildings that I could put in here. Unsorted. Okay, not what I'm looking for. I have some more commercial buildings. There's an auto zone. That's probably something good we could put in. Put in an auto zone. We got an auto zone now. Let's see what else we have here. I know I have a few more. There's a Dollar Tree. That'll be a good one to put in. Excellent. Alrighty. What else we got? Gas station. A lot of towns have more than one gas station, I guess, so we'll roll with that. And see what else we have in here. Laundry? I guess there might be a laundry. Okay, well, let's let the clock run for a second here. Make sure we have all these as historical buildings so they don't get replaced. Cool. Got a laundry, we've got another gas station, we've got an auto zone and a Dollar Tree. This town is coming together. It's looking good. Even got a public pool. Alright, well, I think that we should make this whole area a district so we can keep track of how all of our folks are doing. We have mostly level 1 low density residential, and we have no industrial. Let's see. I think that this is an oil area. So let's look at our resources. We do have oil, and on the other side up here we have some ore. Unfortunately, there appears to be little to no fertile land, but we do have some forest right here. So in our districts over here, in our specializations, I'm going to make this whole area, this whole district, a forestry specialization. That way I can build some commercial buildings over here, and they will be forestry buildings, which the reason that I care about that is because they do not pollute, which is super great, because you can have them right next to residences without causing any major problems. See what this one turns out to be. Lumber mill. So hopefully those are not going to pollute at all. I wonder if we should put in a couple of offices. I think not, because the whole aesthetic here is to keep everything kind of small and low maintenance, so to speak. So we have water here, and we have an opportunity, I believe, to make a park and to actually use some of the docks that they give you. So I'm gonna go in to the park district painting tool, and let's make a big park right here. Then we can go to our parks and city park, and I just want to see what these piers look like. Oh, must have a main gate. Okay, so I suppose next to the pool. Well, no, not next to the pool. Doesn't have water. Now it does. Or should anyway. It does. Okay. So, where was I? Here. I guess it's just like a viewing pier. Okay. And this one is a picnicking pier, I suppose. And I'm guessing you're supposed to connect those with a path. But I don't want to use the park path that they provide there, so let's find a dirt path that we like. I'm going to use the nature reserve path. Alright, well, I can't tell if that is really working or not, but one way we can tell is look at our park. We have had 0 visitors. Maybe if we have an exit the park, it'll help. Alright, let's find a side gate and put in a side gate, then meet up our path. I really don't like that this has to be like that, but whatever. Leave it as is. We've had a visitor. I suppose we should probably add a restroom. That's pretty important. Park Cafe, pretty important as well. And we're going to make our park free to visit. And I'm going to leave it just like that for now. Put in too much industrial zoning over here, because if I put in too much industrial zoning, it's going to create a whole bunch of traffic coming in and out of here, and I want to kind of keep the traffic as low as I can. Alright, let's see if any of our buildings survive. I'm going to make this one a historical building, because I really like the way that looks. It's a cool house. Alright. Now, what should we call this? That's a pretty neat name. And I think we'll stick with Cliffside Springs. Alright, well that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing.